Hello, brothers. Today I want to talk to you about gay boy joy. Say that fast 5 times. Something that I love about us homos is this sense of irrepressible joy. That no matter what we've gone through, that there's this essence of the inner little boy that carries joy, happiness, creativity, brightness with him. And the reason I want to talk about it today is because it's such an important part of who we are. And it's also something that we can repress because it's pretty vulnerable to be full of our joy, to be full of happiness. We often think that the most vulnerable parts of ourselves to be seen or shown is our sadness or our grief or our pain. But in actuality, joy tends to be the thing that we repress because we don't want to make other people uncomfortable. So somewhere along the way, we learned not to be that bright, not to be that joyful boy. I think this may be one of the reasons that we reach out for drugs and alcohol or parties or dancing, is because that little boy within us is so strong and needs an outlet. That little gay boy joy that we have within us is a part of our magic as adults. When we can go back and reclaim that, it's deeply, deeply healing. So healing does not just have to be revisiting the parts of ourselves that were sad or unseen. It's revisiting the parts of ourselves that didn't get expression, like joy. In my own process, it wasn't until I had explored my grief and anger that was so deeply buried and needed self-expression. It wasn't until after I was able to connect with that the joy was there. The joy's always been there, but it was more deeply felt once I allowed myself to feel the pain. So when we repress any of our emotional expression, it represses all of our emotional expression. If we only let ourselves feel a little bit of sadness, we will only let ourselves feel a little bit of joy. They're all so closely tied. And when we allow full expression of emotions, full feeling of emotions, then we get to have availability to the whole spectrum of our emotions. We become more human. We start to feel more whole. That is healing. So as you consider this, think about what your inner little boy needs to feel joy. How does he want to be self-expressed? For me, it is things like wearing bright colors. It is singing out loud. It is moving more freely. It's just paying attention to what feels good and moving towards it. This morning, my inner little boy really wanted to dance. So while we were out on our morning hike, I stopped in the middle of the forest. I put my phone down, let the music play, and I danced. I recorded it and I put it in my Instagram stories today. And I noticed that I had a moment of thinking, what if people think that I'm full of myself if I put a video of myself dancing? Yeah, who cares? What if people are inspired? Great also, but it's not about that. It's me reclaiming that joy. It's me owning that I have done a lot of work shedding shame. Why would I ever be ashamed to post a video of myself dancing? Who cares? We need more joy in this world. We need that from each other, with each other. So how can you today, tomorrow, forever, embrace more of your inner gay boy joy? Your joy can be contagious, so please don't hide it. Please let yourself embrace as much of that expression as you can, not only for yourself, but for all of us. The world needs more of this. I love you so much, and here is to our joy.